Anyway, so Rapidash first, Crobat second, Rotom third. That's pretty sure that's how we're gonna do it. Alright. Skylar. And now I have to like really start paying attention because, you know, this is round 7, there's a lot on the line. Sends in. Drop in. He's also gonna have a Marowak and Marowak 2 and Vaporeon. Plus drop in 1 got. That's interesting. What about Vaporeon? I think my Rotom will probably handle the Vaporeon fine enough. Marowak 2, let's have a look at that one. Ooh, that's a nasty set. I think Crobat will probably handle that though. Alright, for drop-in, I think what we want to do is go high horsepower and hope for the best. Like, obviously, Flare Blitz has the better accuracy, but with the amount of recoil that it'll do, that could put me in KO range of, like, Crunch or something. I was gonna go for Toxic Spikes. That's something. You're not getting another layer up. Oh, actually, I wonder if, now that I think about it, since Roost temporarily removes the flying type, maybe I could soak up, Toxic Spikes by using Roost. But anyway, that's for later. Okay. So he's probably going to go for either Double Edge or Earthquake. Does Rotom do anything to this? Well, at least on a one-hit KO it. And Rotom can take a hit. I have to just double-check Vaporeon real quick. It's got Rest. This is dicey. Dash, Vaporeon. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch into Rotom and basically cross my fingers that the Marowak uses Earthquake and not Double Edge. Because I really don't want to take the amount of damage Double Edge will deal. Like, it won't KO me, but it'll put me in a bad spot. Come on, please use Earthquake. Yes! And now, please don't miss. It's okay, we live one hit. Did he crit? No! You bastard! You fuck. You fucking asshole. Oh no! That's just cost me the entire run. Okay, no, hang on. Let's not get too demoralized just yet. Okay, so Crobat can prevent Vaporeon from using Rest via Taunt. Rapidash probably still isn't going to do that much to this thing, though. Alright. Actually, can I... No? Alright, hang on. This is really bad. I have to... be very careful about this. Yeah, if I send Crobat in, we've got the same problem that Double Edge is pretty nasty. You know what? This Marowak has officially made an enemy out of me. I do not like this thing one bit. But the problem is that, like, I don't think Rapidash can finish it off. I need Crobat for Vaporeon. That damn crit! We're just gonna have to go for the Rapidash, I think. I wish this Marowak was like Choice Banded or something. So that way I could at least, you know, try to trick it into doing something dumb. Wait, hold on, what? My Rapidash... Oh, right. Okay, hang on. So Rapidash doesn't, like, guarantee a one-hit KO, which is why I sent in Rotom before. But now that Marowak has taken that recoil damage, this should work. Okay, good. We're still in there. Still in there. Vaporeon. So we need Crobat. That much is obvious. Vaporeon. Crobat. Yeah, it's got Scald. I don't really give a shit. Let me add some stuff. Let me just double check my Crobat stats real quick. I want to make sure I got this. That's interesting. What have I done with the EV spread? Because that doesn't make much sense. Genuinely not sure what my past self was thinking. But, I mean, hey, this seems to work in my favor. Okay, Ice Beam does about half. That's not good. I think we want to start with a Roost. Yeah, because I figured it was gonna start like going for like. You fucking kidding me? The bad luck I'm having in this battle. Oh my god. Anyway, now we go for the toxic. If this freezes me again, I swear to God. Okay. We're still in there. We are still in the game. Now, the trick here is trying to figure out when we need to go for the taunt. Imagine if this Vaporeon had, like, Quick Claw. I shouldn't say things like that. I've suffered enough. And to think, this is just the first battle of round 7. Going for acid armor? I kind of wish I didn't do that, because now that places even more pressure on me to, like, get this right, because I can't rely on Rapidash to pick it off. I probably need a heal. Hopefully he doesn't go for rest. If he doesn't go for rest this turn, then I think it's time for the taunt. Why did that freeze? Bro! Oh my God! I'm gonna cry soon. This is just so horrendously bad. Like, please thaw out. Oh my God. Why? Why are you doing this to me, game? Oh. Oh no. Alright, well now we thawed out. Not gonna lie, this is some serious highlight of real material right here. This is awful. So awful. Okay, well, I guess we've got a free turn to taunt, kind of. Because, like, we can't poison it because it's asleep, so... At least that'll stop it from doing more acid armor or something. Toxic time! Again. If this motherfucker keeps freezing me, I swear to... Like, I'm starting to get really paranoid now. I've just had such bad luck this match. So much bad luck. Still in there, still in the game. No more stupid freeze bullshit, at least not yet. And once again, now that it's around half health, if we don't get frozen, then it's time to taunt. Haha, no rest for you, dickhead. Can't believe we won this. After so much bad luck. I did it. I outplayed the coin flip. Unironically outplayed the RNG. Alright, Rusty, what do you got? Oh my god. Why is the Marowak back again? He should also have an Aggron and a Tangros. What's Aggron got? Is it Aggron 1 or Aggron 2? Aggron 1. It's a rock polish set, that's interesting. Bringing in Rapidash. That could work. Could work, but not great. And what about Tangrowth? Tangrowth. Oh, okay. Tangrowth is like, just Rotom trick fodder and also Crobat fodder, so that's good. I'm not too worried about that. Also Rapidash one-hit carries it. At the moment, it's the Aggron that is at the front of my mind because it has Sturdy and yeah, it's got some nasty shit. It also has Rock Polish, so I'm not even necessarily going to be able to outspeed it consistently. But we'll get to that. For now, oh, it's also immune to poison, obviously, so I can't Crobat shenanigans it. Marowak. Well, last time we tried to switch in on Earthquake and that worked, but I got fucked because I like missed Leaf Storm and then Double Edge critted or something like that. So, considering how that was all bad luck and not actually a bad play per se, let's see if second time is the charm. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, game. I have suffered enough. Alright, so if I go in, have a look at Aggron again, and I go Rotom, has that thing at +2? Yeah, so the Aggron outspeeds my Scarfed Rotom at +2, so that is something that does need to be taken into account. He doesn't really do a lot of damage to my Rotom though, which is something. There's actually some legitimate merit in me going for a second Leaf Storm. And so now what I want to do is I want to basically sack Rapidash, kind of. Like, I know that sounds a little bit silly because Rapidash one-hit carries Tangrowth, but actually, you know what? Maybe what if I sacked Rotom almost? Oh yeah, but the problem is that Rapidash can't live an Earthquake from Aggron, so yeah, Rapidash does have to go. Yeah, I was right the first time. I really gotta stop second-guessing myself. I mean, second-guessing myself is precisely how my, like, last round 7 ended. And I mean, I could just quick attack to get some damage off that way, but oh wait, actually no, because he Dragon Rushed. If he goes for Earthquake this turn, I can just go back into Rotom. Yeah. And then Rotom can take a hit, and I can finish him off with my choice of either Thunderbolt or Leaf Storm. I hope this doesn't flinch though. Yeah, okay, good. I'm cooking. We're making this happen. Actually, if I go back to Tangrowth... Yeah, I think I will go into Crobat just to be on the safe side. But if I can get Rapidash in to kill it, that would be very nice. Straight for Giga Drain's interesting. Works for me though. And now because of that, I don't really even need to go for a Toxic. I would just be wasting a perfectly good Taunt turn. Or Taunted turn. And now, from what I understand, this should just blow it all the way out. Goodbye! There we go. Good. Yeah, that was... Yeah, that was a confirmed one-hit KO. Yeah, that's good. I'm so stressed out after that first battle. I can't reiterate the point enough. Margot, who has a Drifblim. So our next Pokemon after that should be Hang on, am I looking at the right one? Yeah, Walrein and Lucario after that. They're all set number 1. Drifblim 1. Oh yeah, that's that Dream Eater set I mentioned earlier, okay. Lucario 1. It's a Nasty Plot set. Ooh, that's potentially pretty scary, but Rapidash can just KO it. And what was the other one? Walrein. That's a a Rest Talk Sheer Coefficient set. Okay. That might take a little bit of thought to figure out how to deal with, but apparently Leaf Storm one-shots it, so there is that. But for the time being, let's just sort out Drifblim. Apparently this just gets one-shot by Flare Blitz. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Walrein's coming in. Okay. I think I want to go for Crobat here. And I don't want to Toxic it, because this thing has Unburden. I also don't really want to... Oh, hang on. What did I say? Unburden? And that's Drifblim. I'm a moron. Okay, that's Quick Claw, which is honestly still pretty terrifying because, you know, priority one-hit KO moves. Are you kidding me? I actually kind of want to just check what it's going to do, because it's probably going to start switching to like Sheer Cold, isn't it? Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Crobat's going to be basically useless against Lucario. I kind of want to sacrifice this against Wall Rain so I don't have to, like, try to switch in Rotom on a Sheer Cold, which would be a huge risk. So for now, let's just stall the Wall Rain, just to get as much toxic damage off as we can. But if Crobat like dies to Sheer Cold, I'm not even bothered, because that's just, you know, a nice opportunity to get my Rotom in safely. Alright, it has... Yeah, okay, I didn't even think of that. Well... You know, the funny thing I can do, though... Sleep Talk... doesn't count as an attack, I'm pretty sure. So... If we taunt this, then it doesn't get to do anything. Which means... Yeah, Sleep Talk is a status move, that's what I thought. Okay, so we taunt this... Right? And that means it just doesn't get to do anything. And now that is what gives me the opportunity to bring Rotom in. So that still works in my favor. Thunderbolt's not going to one-hit carry this. You know, fingers crossed Leaf Storm doesn't miss. Okay, good. Bye-bye. Lucario. Checking real quick. Lucario. Like, Rapidash. Okay, the Lucario doesn't have any priority moves. But I need to check how much HP Rapidash has. Okay, yeah. If Rapidash goes for Aura Sphere, that's probably going to kill it. And Aura Sphere is the most damaging move it has on Rotom, so that's what it's most likely to use. I think I might switch into Crobat just for the time being. Who knows, maybe I can stop it from setting up a Nasty Ploy or something. Yeah, I'm not surprised it went for Aura Sphere. That's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. So we'll taunt it. No Nasty Plot for you. That was exactly what he was going to go for. Okay. I can probably just go back into Rotom now, honestly. Alright, good, we win. We're up to now, like 4 or 5? Number 4, okay. Banette 2, Arcanine, Espeon. Banette 2. Okay, let me grab Rapidash. Well, the problem here is that Rapidash doesn't outspeed this. Meaning it's at risk of dying in close combat. I do have one idea in mind, but I'll get back to that in a moment. First I want to check what the Arcanine and Espeon will do. Okay, Arcanine. Yeah, I'm not too afraid of that Arcanine, to be honest. Espeon. Okay. The Espeon has Sash and Light Screen. That's not very good. And it's also got good coverage, so... it's also just barely outspeeds my Rapidash, so I'll have to watch out for that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's my idea for this. I think Infernape's gonna go for close combat because that has a chance of one-hit KOing. Close combat will do basically nothing in Crobat because it has like a double resist. And then after that, there's a possibility that the Infernape's gonna try to use Flare Blitz. And wait, no, that's not a good idea. Okay, Okay, actually, hang on. Let me check Rotom real quick. Okay, Rotom. What if I, hypothetically, manage to catch it on a defense drop? Okay, so after it drops its special defense one time from close combat, there is a chance, a 68.8% chance, that Rotom can just one-shot it with Thunderbolt. So that would be really cool if it happened. Not sure how I'm going to make it happen. This is one of those occasions where speed is really rough. Like, Rapidash is outsped by both Infernape and Espeon, and while Arcanine doesn't outspeed it, and in fact, if anything, Rapidash actually shits on Arcanine. Arcanine does at least have extreme speed, so there is that. Infernape. What if I just switch Rotom in directly? Yeah, okay. That's not a good idea. And if I tried to just stall it with Crobat? Yeah, Flare Blitz is going to do a lot. I'm not really going to be able to like consistently out-heal it. Yeah. I do think that sending in Crobat here is the right move. I'm trying to figure out where to go from there. And frankly, Crobat's not going to be like that much of a use against like Espeon, for example, because Espeon's got what's it called, Magic Bounce. So that's that. And next he's gonna go for the Flare Blitz. You know, in a way I could almost exploit that by just like, even though I can't heal off all the damage, the recoil he's doing to himself from it might make it worth it. Let's give that a try, I guess. Just see what happens. Yeah. Because basically the goal here is to weaken Infernape enough that my Scarfed Rotom can finish it off. That's basically the goal. Which I think we've now achieved. Honestly, depending on how this goes, I could even have Rotom, it's not Rotom, Rapidash do Quick Attack. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, that's Crobat down. That's fine. Alright, let me have a look. Yeah, I think Rapidash actually can KO this. But... No, okay, I think I have a better idea. I don't want to go for Rapidash. And the reason why I don't want to is because if I KO Infernape with Rotom, then next they're probably going to send in Arcanine, and then I can switch Rapidash in on Arcanine with like Flash Fire and stuff. I think that's what I need to do here. And just making sure, what's that? Yeah, okay, this thing doesn't have like Bright Powder or some stupid shit. Okay. Yep, there's Arcanine, as I thought. And Intimidate as well, like, you know. You go Rapidash. Okay, Arcanine, Rapidash. Arcanine has Lum. Rapidash outspeeds and high horsepower. Oh shit, did I just... Well, I think I just got a crit for my trouble. No? Why didn't that... Well, in any case, he's gonna go for extreme speed now. Fuck, I think I've just lost that off of the fact that I accidentally clicked flip. Oh no. Okay, how much does extreme speed do? Let's have a look here. Maximum of 42. Minimum of 35. That's not good. No, why did I accidentally... If there's anyone watching this, I just want you to know I am the stupidest player on the planet. Oh. Okay. Dragon Pulse? Why didn't he use Extreme Speed? I don't understand this game. Okay, Espeon, where's Espeon? Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Rotom. I still think there is a depressingly high chance that I've lost this off of that one misclick. Okay, hang on, let's up the light, let's put the light screen up. Okay, yeah, I have to keep going. I have to just keep attacking. And even if it KOs me, that's fine, because Rapidash Quick Attack will have this thing, like, just dead. Like, even if it lives this next Thunderbolt, quick attack's got it. Alright, good. That almost... that was almost a stupid disaster. Oh no, I am not a fan of Gyarados. This thing ended the run last time. Okay, hang on. Let me work through this. Okay, so after one Dragon Dance, Rotom still outspeeds it, if just barely. So in that case, and also Rotom will just live any of its moves if it attacks. So I have to go straight into Rotom. I cannot afford to like dawdle here at all. And then now that's just gone. Bye-bye. Alright, good. No more painful Gyarados experiences. Floatzel, again, that's just Thunderbolt. We all know how Floatzel works at this point. It's not a threat. At least not unless I'm on, like, you know, really low HP and it can hit me with a priority move. Roserade! And that is Roserade 1, so that's the same as we fought earlier, obviously. I could possibly beat this by just spamming Thunderbolt, but... okay, this thing has Substitute. I want to try and get a Taunt off, if I can manage it. That's not good. But, fortunately, since my Crobat has Infiltrator, I can just taunt it through the sub. So now I at least don't have to worry about like using Ingrain or Leech Seed. If I go... Let's check Rapidash real quick. Giga Drain only does about a quarter of my health. I'm not sure how Flare Blitz, like, interacts with Substitute, though. Like, do I even take any recoil damage at all? I do outspeed it, though, so... Let's hope something goes my way. Oh, wait, it already set up Leech Seed, did it? I don't know, whatever. It's always by round 7 that my brain falls apart. And I mean, that makes sense, because, you know, obviously round 7 is supposed to be the hardest. Did I take any recoil? Yes, but okay, but I only take as much as the Substitute can take. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, now, Roserade should just be dead. Yeah, okay. I could have played that battle better, but the fact that I made it through with all 3 of my Pokemon still intact, I think, you know, that speaks pretty well, despite the fact that it wasn't, like, optimized. Number 6. Let's go! Gengar. Emmet. Gengar, Magmortar, Dusknoir. Okay. Well, first let's look at the Gengar. What do we got here? It's got a sash, kind of figured as much. It can't one-hit KO me, but... Oh, okay, hang on. So, the Gengar loses... It has... Its speed is one smaller than one shorter, one off, compared to Rapidash, because it's not fully speed invested. So that means I want to high horsepower it so I don't take the recall of Flare Blizz, and then I can finish it off with another high horsepower. But let's also take a look at those other Pokemon on its team. Magmortar. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Magmortar. That one I kind of want to have Rapidash to deal with if I can, but you know, as always, we'll see. And what about Dusknoir? What's that thing doing? That just looks like an easy win for Crobat. Probably. Alternatively, I could Rotom Trick it to stop it from stalling too much or something. Whatever. Okay, so I think... actually, hang on one sec. I will check one more thing. We'll go back to Rotom. Rotom can also 2-hit KO Gengar, and it probably wouldn't even take as much as Rapidash, but it's not really much point like switching. I'm better off just like going right now. Come on, high horsepower. No, the fucking 5% missed. Well, this Focus Blast also missed. No. Is Focus Blast even the best move it has? Shadow Ball would have done the same amount of damage. Weird. But you know, we take those. Oh, okay, yeah. We got the Cursed Body hit. Gengar missed again. Jesus, what? This is some serious RNG shenanigans going on right now. Yeah, so we had to switch because of Cursed Body and Choice Lock. It's it's still missing. Okay, since I can finish Gengar off with anything, we gotta think about what's gonna come in next. It's most likely gonna be Magmortar, because I'm a grass type, so all the more reason to use Thunderbolt. As expected, it's Magmortar. Magmortar one-shots with Overheat. It can also one-shot with Belch once that becomes active. I don't even have a guaranteed two-hit KO on this with Rotom, which is kind of nuts. I'm going to assume that it's going to go for the Overheat. So that means we can bring Rapidash in, and then Rapidash can one-hit KO with high horsepower. Assuming I don't get another, like, unlucky 5% miss. Yep, there's Overheat. As expected. Come on. Don't be stupid. There we go. Bye-bye. Now I got Dusknoir. High horsepower is not going to do much for this. Flare Blitz is a 2-hit KO, but yeah. Obviously I can't go for Flare Blitz because I'm choice locked. In comes Crobat. I should be able to stop this thing from using Curse by going for Taunt, but I can't stop it from Pain Split. Why does this thing have a Ganlon Berry? That's not... Whatever. Toxic. Wait, did it just say it couldn't... I thought Pain Split was considered an attack. Huh, interesting. Well, anyway. Maybe the previous rounds were just too dull. I haven't yawned in a while. There's them freezers. Lumberry to the rescue, number 3, I think. Yeah, I have no idea what it... I mean, I guess with Pain Split, Ganlon does have some use. I still think that's a pretty wacky choice either way, though. If you're going to use a Pinch Berry, usually you'd want it to be like Lychee, Pataya, Salak, or Custap. Alright. I'm up to Palmer now? I think I'm up to Palmer. Oh my god. Yeah, there we are. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm nervous as shit though, that's for sure. Yeah, I love how he doesn't even bring up his son and all that this time. He just goes, fuck it. Okay, so let's try not to get too nervous. So him sending out Heatran first is definitely good news for me. As long as High Horsepower doesn't decide to miss, I can take it out in one shot. The Heatran is going to go for Earth Power. That has a chance of not killing, which does give me some insurance. Although the fact that he's got a Bright Powder means that High Horsepower has only an 85-ish% chance of hitting. Fingers crossed. Come on. Come on. Yes! Alright. Regigigas. Okay, what? It's got Choppleberry? Crush Grips, Tiny. This thing does some pretty decent damage to Rapidash, even with the, even with Slow Start. I think I might want to send Rotom in on this, but I'm not super sure. Hang on. Let me have a look at Cresselia real quick. Yeah. I think the play here might... okay, so both Crobat and... Oh, hey, Nyx is here. Yay! People are showing up right just in time, kind of. Yeah, so both Crobat and Rotom have merit against Cresselia for shutting down its set, but when it comes to actually dealing the damage, Rapidash with Mega Horn is still my best option. Okay. Yeah, I think I might go into Crobat just for now. I'm just so glad that High Horsepower did not miss against Heatran. A lot was riding on that. Oh shit, that's not good. Okay. So Regigigas is probably just going to keep doing that now. There's not really a whole lot of reason not to. Alright, I want to Roost, because if he does do it again, at least it won't be super effective thanks to Roost. Yeah, okay, good. And that means I can now get Toxic off relatively safely. You live a non-crit. Hey, don't go saying things like that. You should have seen some of the absolute bullshit I had to deal with in Round 7 Battle 1. I can't believe I made it through that fight with the sheer amount of bad luck I had. Anyway, now I want to check Regigigas' speed after Slow Start wears off, because that's kind of important. It still gets outsped by both Rapidash and Rotom, so I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's just stall it, I guess. It's probably going to KO me now, but like, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. No, we're still in there. Okay, Crobat can just stall this thing entirely by itself. Perfect. Yeah. Regigigas finally got its act together. Regigigas still can't do shit. Honestly, like, one of the things that's really sad about Regigigas is that because it has like no boosting moves, even once Slow Start wears off, it still isn't always gonna like one-shot things. But anyway, Cresselia. So definitely need to taunt this, because otherwise it is gonna be a huge problem. One of the legendaries of all time, yeah. Yep, can't use Calm Mind. Okay. Let me just bring it up. So now all it has is stored power, like as long as the taunt's there. And if I go into Rotom and Trick Scarf it, I can force it to just keep using stored power, and I won't even need to like re-taunt it. And that's basically going to give us like the win, really. That's the clincher. Plus, stored power barely does anything without Calm Mind anyway. GG easy. Yeah, like, I'm just so lucky that both I chose Rapidash as my lead, and that Palmer sent out Heatran first. Because Palmer can, like, which thing he starts with is completely random. If I had to try to, you know, switch around to get the right matchup, things would have been real rough. Or, again, if high horsepower missed. That also would have been very bad. Now we just get a Toxic on it. Never messed around with Battle Tower myself. I played Battle Tower somewhat in Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield's Battle Tower is the easiest of all time, because you don't really get sent back to the beginning when you lose. It has, I don't know the specifics of how it works, but it's almost like it has some kind of checkpoint system. I don't know. BDSP's Battle Tower is freaking brutal, but one saving grace it does have when compared to like some of the older battle facilities is that unlike in some of the old ones where there'll be like maybe about a dozen random Pokemon that each trainer can have, in BDSP's Battle Tower, the teams are like completely fixed. And with the exception of Palmer, they always start with the same lead Pokemon every single time as well. Well, there we have it. They only give me 20 for those. That sucks. Yay! I can't believe the run where I had that heart attack of a round 7 battle 1 was the one where I finally beat 49.